Throw me to the moon, mommy. Better believe it, we made it to the moon.
Hey, are you a user looking for where to deposit your money and earn real yield? In today's show, we're not talking about the past olden days where you talk about high APRs that obliterate the token price. No, we're talking about real projects in today's video that can give you real yield. And let's get to it. Now, these projects, they make their money through fees. The fees generated either from trading on the platform or as a result of borrowing and lending. So what are some of the projects that we'll be talking about today? The first on our list is the GMX project. So the GMX project is a project that does perpetual swap. You can get up to 30x leverage. And for those who stake tokens, they get a portion of the fees. You can also refer your friends and get a portion of the fees as well. Next on our list is the hop protocol. So hop protocol, as you know, is a bridging protocol. If you want to bridge from, let's say, Ethereum to Polygon, you will use something like the hop protocol. So what the hop protocol does is it enables you to provide liquidity. So if a user wants to bridge $100 from Ethereum to Polygon, let's say $100 in USD, you have to provide liquidity on the Polygon side. So when the user bridges the tokens stay on the system, and then the person gets the $100 on the side. So those who makes this possible are called liquidity providers, and they get rewarded handsomely for it. And then next on our list, talk about are the likes of synthetics. So synthetics, you can trade synthetic assets, and then they give 100% of the rewards to other users, and then you can also get taken reward. Now there are some projects I want to talk about. One of them is Maple Finance. So Maple Finance, what it's in the lending and the borrowing game, but what they do is not the depositing your crypto so that you can get 50% of it as borrowed tokens, and then you can go and do leverage and all that. No, you deposit your crypto, and then they take this money and borrow it out to institutions that they can use it for whatsoever. So it is borrowing to institutions. And next on my list is one that is very close to me, close to my heart, is that of Goldfish Finance. For what it does, it's a project that is trying to use blockchain to help real world businesses. You already know, depending on where you are from, it is more easier for someone that is already established to get more loans, whereas a startup or any business, it's hard for them to get loans. What Goldfish Finance does is says, oh, there are a lot of people who have a lot of money in the blockchain space. Why not we create a protocol that takes this money from them, and we create another set of users whose job is to underscore reward businesses and check if they are credit worthy, and we lend this money to them, and then they pay reward interest, right? So that's what the Goldfish Finance, that is what they do. And there are other projects you can look for. We have the likes of Umami Finance, we have Gains Network, we have Kujira Perpetual Swap. So all these are in the read craze. Now, just before we finish the video, one of the things that you should be careful out there is how do you assess which project is credit worthy? Now, there are very few things that you want to use to assess a project, but right now we're talking about read. Could use things like the team, tokenomics, traction so far, and then the social. So those things are very, very essential. But what we'll be focusing on now is on-chain data. So there are tools you can use like Token Terminal. You can check the daily or the monthly revenue generated or fees paid. We have
what this tool is all about is clearly noted at the top of the page. Quote, there's tons of crypto projects.
And then you can also check the likes of DeFi Llama. With DeFi Llama, you can see the total value locked and all that. And the last on my list is Dune Analytics. You can see the number of traders. You can see historical change. You can see all manner of things in real time. So and be very careful out there. So till we meet another time, real yield is here to stay. But let's see if this is another experiment or maybe there's something that will be here for a long time. Till we meet another time, keep watching the show, and peace.